Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today I am going to be showing you how you can make the Oregon throw blanket. The free pattern is available on the Hobium blog and I will be linking that down below so you can make one for yourself. So we're just going to dive right in. Now I've already skipped a few things. I've already created my foundation chain and I've already set up my first row so that we can start making the crochet cables, but just for clarification purposes, you will basically create a foundation chain with a multiple of 22 plus 3. So however long or rather wide you would like your blanket to be is how many you're going to chain. But obviously I'm just making a swatch for simplicity purposes, so I just chained 22 plus 3, which is 25. And then of course, to start the first row, after that foundation chain, you're going to double crochet into the fourth chain from the hook and then go across, just with double crochets in each stitch all the way across. And then once you get finished with all of that, you can maybe pause it, get caught up to where we are, and then come back, press play, and I will show you exactly what you need to do in order to create the cable look for the Oregon throw blanket. So once you get to the end, you're basically going to chain 3 and then turn your work. And this counts as your first double crochet. So you're just going to do a double crochet into the next 3 stitches, giving you a total of 4 double crochet. So you see there 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was our initial chain 3. Okay, from there we're going to do what is called a front post double crochet. So it's very similar to a double crochet, it's just instead of doing it into this top stitch here, you're actually going to be doing it around this post. So you will yarn over, insert your hook behind the post, yarn over, draw up that loop, and then just work it like you would a normal double crochet. And this is going to be for our very first twist or cable twist. So again, you just do that front post double crochet, just like we did, complete it just like you would a normal double crochet. And then you will do a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then you will do 4 front post double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do 4 of those. So just like we did those first 2, just a yarn over, insert behind, just like that. Okay, so you've got those. Okay, and now we will do 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. And then we'll do 4 front post double crochets again. And then you'll do 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. Then 2 more front post double crochets, just like so. And then you will end your row with just a double crochet into the top of your chain 3 from the previous row. So if we look at it, you can kind of see you've got the little spots where, like, this is the cable twist, this will be an actual cable, another cable, and then another just cable twist right there. Okay, so this would be considered the right side where you're going to see the cables, okay? So just for ease purposes, when we do the back side or the wrong side, it's going to be the same every time. So okay, sorry, just to be clear, your front side is each of the rows as you're creating the cables will look a little bit different, but every time you do the wrong side, that will always be done the exact same way, okay? So just follow along and you'll see what I'm saying. And you'll only have to do this repeat like maybe 2 times, and then you'll see it and you'll have memorized it. So it's not as difficult as you might think it is, okay? So when we get to the end, we're just going to chain 3, turn our work, and basically we're just going to do a combination of double crochets and back post double crochets, okay? So here is our first double crochet, and so remember, if you look, okay, we've got those front post double crochets, okay? So since we did front post double crochets on the right side, we're going to do back post double crochets on the wrong side. I know that's a lot of words and I'm probably just confusing you, but just bear with me. Okay, so we're going to do back post double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, and instead of going this way, we're going to go behind the stitch. Okay, we're going to work behind like that. Okay, yarn over and work your double crochet like normal, and I'll show you that again. You'll yarn over, go behind the post, okay? Yarn over and pull up, just like that. And if you notice, you see like, sorry, the yarn's tight. Okay, do you see these kind of like ridges right here? That tells you that this is the side you work the back post double crochets. Whereas if you look over here, do you see how they're kind of poked out a little bit like that? Okay, these are the front post double crochets. And then if you look here on this side, these are where you work the back post double crochets, okay? So just go slowly, be patient with yourself. You will figure it out, okay? So do 2 double crochet, and then we're going to work 4 back post double crochets. So there's that first one, okay? There's 1. I know it's kind of hard to show on camera. It's a little easier when you're in person. I'm so sorry. Just be patient. If you have questions, I will do my absolute best to help you, because I know it can be super confusing. Yarn over, insert behind that post, pull up like that, okay? 3 double crochet, now we're going to work 4 more back post double crochets. This is 2, 3, 4, and then you'll do 2 just regular double crochets. And then 2 more back post double crochets. Let me see if I can show you like this. Okay, so you're going to yarn over. There's that post. You're going to insert underneath that post, pull it up like that, just like that, and then double crochet into the last 4 stitches. And then make sure you double crochet into the top of your chain 3. Okay, so this is the texture of the back. You've got these kind of horizontal lines where your cables are, and then if we chain 3 and we turn, you can kind of see the cables are starting to become a tad more defined, right? Just a little bit at least. Okay, so let's keep going. So now we're going to, again, just repeat those first 4 double crochets, just like we've done since the beginning. Okay, so now this is where it might get a little tricky. Okay, you're going to create a front post. I've heard it called treble and triple, but we'll say triple crochet. So a front post triple crochet. So you're going to yarn over twice. Okay, you're going to skip this first post and you're going to front post triple crochet into that second post. Now pay close attention, okay? This might get crazy. We're going to yarn over twice again, and working behind this post, we're going to reach down and grab this one. So we're going to work, go behind here. Oh, this is so hard to show on camera. Okay, so let me try that again so you can just see. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go down, grab that post, okay, and then pulling the post out of the way, we're gonna pull it up. All right, do you see? Yarn over, pull through, and then just work it just like you did the other one. Okay, now if you look here, you can see we've created kind of this twist motion. Okay, now it looks weird right now, but as we continue, this is going to lay flat more to where it's more of a twist and not like jumbled right on top of each other. It's going to lay a little bit more flat. So let's just keep working, and you'll see what's going on. I know it's hard, I'm so sorry. Okay, so then just regular double crochets into those next 2 stitches. Okay, now we're going to do some front post triple crochets here. So we're going to skip those first 2 front post stitches. Okay, we're going to yarn over twice, and going into this 3rd post stitch, we're going to do our triple double crochet, and then we're going to yarn over twice again and go into that next post stitch. Okay, so if you look, you can see that we're starting to create, this is going over this way. Now again, we're going to work behind these stitches, and we're going to grab this first post, work that, and then reach back behind here again and grab this next post. So yarn over twice, working behind, reach down and grab that post, okay, and then pull it up, and then work your triple crochet, or yeah, your triple crochet, okay, and then do it again, yarn over twice, work behind, reach down, grab the other post, okay, I've got it. Now I'm going to pull it up from behind, and I'm working my triple crochet. Okay, so you see it's kind of like an X. All right, and then just work 3 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the exact same thing again that we did right here. We're going to do it in these next 4. So skip those first 2 posts, go into the 3rd one, and just work your front post triple crochet, okay? Just like that. Okay, and then again, working behind, yarn over twice, reach back behind, grab that first post, pull it up like that, and just continue working just like so. Keep going. Just like that. Work 2 double crochets to the next 2 stitches, and then work that cable twist. So you just yarn over twice, skip that first post, go into the next one like so. Yarn over twice, working behind, reach down, grab that post, pull it up, yarn over, just like that, super easy. And then just do a double crochet into the top of that chain 3 of the previous row. And looking, you can kind of start to see it. Again, it's not laying totally flat, and that's okay. Because it will as we continue working up, but you can see like we've got some twists going on here. I don't know if you can kind of see that on camera. Let me see. Maybe change the lighting just a tad. So do you see that twist? Okay, so now let's work the wrong side for the next row, and when we flip back again, you're gonna see it's gonna make sense. So do that chain 3. Also too, just to note, some people do chain 3s on the end, some people do chain 2s. It's really up to you. Sometimes I do chain 3s, sometimes I do chain 2s. I think it's a personal preference, but for this particular blanket, I did chain 3s, but if you get working and you think, ew, I don't like how that's looking, because sometimes I've noticed on different yarns, chain 3s look okay, and then other yarns, chain 3s do not look good, chain 2s look good. And I think that the Crocheters Guild of America, they actually recommend chain 3, but I don't know. Sometimes I do chain 2, but that's just a little side note, if you will. Okay, so I did chain 3 and returning again. Okay, and right off the bat, now here's something you need to pay attention to. You have crossed these, okay? So you need to make sure that when you are working your back post double crochets that you are grabbing the correct one. So you're going to yarn over, do just your back post double crochet around that first one, yarn over, back post double crochet around the next one, and then you will do double crochets into the next 2 stitches. Okay, and then again, you can kind of see a little bit. Do you see how if I flip it over, you see that these are being pulled this way, and then there's 2 underneath here. So there's the 2 underneath. They're making an X. So you want to front post double crochet over the correct one. So just reaching like that, pulling up, working just like that, and just do those back post double crochets into the next 4. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer the camera angle where you're looking like from the top down, like if the camera's up here and it's looking straight down, or do you prefer this angle where it's like you're working it yourself, like you can see it as if you were working it yourself? Because everybody kind of does all different combinations, and I'm always just curious, like, what do people prefer? I personally prefer this angle because I feel like I can see it a little bit better. Whenever it's top down, I don't know, I feel like I get a little confused, and sometimes I feel like it's a little too far away. That could just be because I don't have the greatest eyesight, but nevertheless, that's just my preference. But I am curious, like, what do people like? Do they prefer that top-down angle, or do they prefer this angle? And again, we're just repeating those double crochets and back post double crochets, just making sure to grab the correct ones. Let me pull some more yarn for myself. Okay, so we've got double crochet, double crochet, we've got the last two back post double crochets, like that. Okay, sorry, my yarn is like, oh, it's wrapped around a little thing down here. Okay, and then 4 double crochets like so into the last 4 stitches. Sorry, I'm a bit of a goober. Alrighty, and then just double crochet into the top of that chain. Ooh. 3. Okay. Pulling more yarn. All right, so we'll chain 3, and then we will turn and look. Do you see? Are you starting to see it? Do you see that? It's kind of hard. I hate it whenever you can't really see. Okay, so if I kind of do it like that, do you see how we're twisting? Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we did our chain 3. I'll try to turn it like this. Just gonna work, you know, 3 more double crochet, just like normal. Ah, oh my goodness. Okay. 3 and 4. All right, so now we're gonna work some front posts, and this is what we're gonna do. We're going to just front post, double crochet, just straight across like that, just like that. Super simple. Just straight, and then double crochets like this. I'm gonna move my yarn to where it's not giving me such problems. All right, double crochets, and then front post double crochets just straight across. Again, we're just trying to define those cables just a little bit more. Like, I don't know if you can see. Do you see how we're starting to get some really good definition here? See that twist there? So again, you're just grabbing those front posts just straight across. So grab those 2 that we've brought over like that. Now we're gonna grab that next one like that. We're just popping them out, popping them out. My yarn, okay, 1 second, let me pull this out. I hate it when yarn like has a mind of its own and decides, I'm gonna do what I want. It's so annoying. Okay, moving on. 3 double crochets like this. And then we have those front post double crochets like so. Just continuing to make those spots pop. 2 double crochet. You know, one thing that I love about this is that this particular pattern, like, I love making blankets. Sorry, I'm pulling yarn. I absolutely love making blankets. And so the beautiful thing about this is, like, this isn't one of those like tedious blankets that takes like 1,000 years to make. Like, in all honesty, I made the organ in like 6 hours total time. Once I got my swatches all, figured out and everything. It only took me 6 hours. That's because of how large of a hook we're using, the size of yarn, and then the fact that the cable design, the crochet cable design, just really works up fast. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and speed us up, and I'm going to work that back row because, again, you already know what to do. Just on the wrong side, you'll do your double crochets and then back post double crochets in your spots. And I will meet you back here, and I will show you the final way to do the very last row. Alright, so we are back. I did the back row, and now we're going to do this final section to kind of show you how to create that same twist. So we're just going to do our first 4 double crochets. Like so. And now we're going to do some front post triple crochets again. So there's a little bit different now. Before, whenever we did our front post triple, that's a mouthful, say that 5 times fast. Front post triple crochets, we worked this post and then we worked behind, but we're going to do it a little bit different. So yarn over twice, skip the first post, go into the next post and work your triple crochet. Okay, and instead of going behind, we're going to work in front. So we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to work in front, which is a little easier, and just work that front post triple crochet like so. Okay, so if you look at, let me pull this, set the hook down. So if you look at our pattern, we've got the foundation, then we go up and we've got a leftover right under twist. We go up straight a little bit more like that, and now what we're creating is a left under right over twist. So it's creating that twist for us by working that again. So let's keep moving forward, and again you'll see, just work those 2 double crochets. Okay, now work the if you hear laughing, my kiddos are playing in the living room. Yarn over twice, skip those first 2 posts, go into the next post like so. Just work those triple crochets. Keep going like this. And again, we're not going to work behind, we're going to work in front. So we're going to yarn over twice, go back to that first post, work that front post triple crochet like that, yarn over twice again, go into the next post, do the same exact thing, and again here in this one you can see it a little bit better. You see that twist happening again. So down here we went from right to left, and now we're going left to right. And then just work your double crochets and then continue on across, just working your pattern the same exact way as we have before, and just being sure to put those triple crochets into the correct one. So you skip those first 2 front posts, whoa, just like this. Work like that. this thing is like flopping all over the place. Okay. Okay. Double crochet like that. And then skip that first one to do our cable twist. Remember, sorry. Working in that front one, pulling that thing over. And then just double crochet into the top of that chain 3. Okay, again, you work that wrong side exactly how we have the other ones, and I'll meet you back here on the final row. Okay, here we are on the final stretch, and basically all we're going to do is just double crochets into the first 4. And then just front post double crochets into our post stitches, just like normal, not skipping or going behind or anything, just straight across. Double crochet, 2, that front post double crochet, just straight across. Keep working it like we have the previous rows. And like I said, you work up this repeat like maybe, I really think like twice, maybe 3 times, and you've got it memorized. Like then you can just sit there and, you know, have a conversation with somebody and not be like, I'm counting. It's easy to memorize, and like I tell a lot of people that I meet and just people that like email me and ask me questions and stuff and say like cables really intimidate them and everything, and I always just try to remind them like, look, the beauty of cables is they look complicated, but they're not. They don't have to be. So don't be afraid to try this. Just if you go into it with the attitude of like, okay, I might have to frog this a couple times, but I can get this, you totally will. And then once you do, you won't be able to stop. You'll be like, oh my gosh, give me all of the crochet cable projects forever. So yeah, just do the double crochet in the top of that chain 3. And then for the final round, you will do the wrong side like we had been, just double crochets and then back post double crochets. And then to finish off your blanket, do just a simple single crochet row across the top. And what I did for the organ throw is I actually did that single crochet around the top, and then I actually single crocheted down the bottom, I'm sorry, down the side, down the bottom, and up the side again. And so if you want to add a border, all I recommend in that is you could do like a half double crochet border, single crochet double border, something even a little more fancy. But if you just stick simply to how I did it for the organ throw pattern, I put 3 single crochets in each corner to make a nice curved symmetrical looking corner. So if you can see, let me take this out. If you can see, hopefully, the pattern like that. Turn our camera just a tad, and you can see the pattern and how those cables work up so nicely, right? We're gonna figure this camera thing out, guys. Those cables work up so nicely, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy this tutorial and that it helps you to be able to create your own organ throw. And I do, another side note, I do recommend blocking your piece. It will just make it lay better. And also too, if you wind up selling it, it makes it easier for your tag to be able to be attached. So I do recommend blocking it. Yeah, so the link for the blanket will be down in the description box. And again, if you have questions or concerns or whatever, either leave a comment and I will do my best to help you, or you can send me an email at YarnHookNeedles at gmail.com, or you can leave a comment on my blog or the Hobium blog, whatever is your preference for getting in contact with me. Be sure to hit that like button so that you can receive, well, you also have to subscribe too, and then turn on post notifications so you can receive updates of any time I upload a new pattern. And I do have lots and lots of fun things in store. I am working with 2 amazing yarn companies right now, and we are putting together some really awesome projects, and so you definitely don't want to miss those video tutorials. But again, you can always find free stuff on the YarnHookNeedles.com blog. You can also look for some of my free guest patterns that I do for the Hobium blog. And also you can check out my Etsy shop. I will have patterns that are available there for purchase. And also too, if you subscribe to the YarnHookNeedles website, you will get a monthly free pattern that only my subscribers get, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And yeah, I look forward to showing you something else tomorrow. All right, thanks. Have an awesome day.